We'll play some Islamic music for now. Then I'll come back to celebrate some friends whose birthday it is today. Thank you.
وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان اللهم لا تحرمنا أجره ولا تضلنا بعده اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا بيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان اللهم لا تحرمنا أجره ولا تضلنا بعده اللهم اغفر.
Yes, thank you for joining me once again on this program. Some of you have expressed directly to me that you've missed me in the last few days. Last week was a very, very tough one. We were involved in the funeral of Ibiduni Godalo, so that took all the time. This week I wanted to rest for a few days. Tomorrow morning I'll be appearing on a program anchored by Fumi Yoda from 8 p.m. So please be kind to join us. It promises to be a very serious and interesting encounter. What can we say about life? I think it was William Shakespeare who said life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets its arm upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot full of sand and fury, signifying nothing. Stage. We are all actors. And when our time is up, we shall quit the stage. And that was exactly what happened to Senator Abiola Ajimobi earlier today. We pray for the repose of his soul. So I will now go to our friends whose birthday it is today, and I will be starting with His Excellency, the Governor of Governors, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, popularly known as Sanwo-Eko. Yes, he turned 55 today, and I want to wish him a happy birthday. Hip, 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 hooray. Hip, 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 hooray. Hip, 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 hooray. Okay, so we'll play some. You be our next governor. Jide Sanwo-Olu. Ilé ìwòsàn fẹ́ Sanwo-Olu. You be our next governor. Jide Sanwo-Olu. Yes. We are celebrating the good governor of Lagos State, very perfect gentleman, easygoing, focused. So, and we'll be playing some good music tonight. Playing some good music tonight to celebrate these great people. Wasiu. Yes, I can see comments here, especially the one about Senator Ajimabi, a video that has gone viral in which he was praying that he turned 70. He turned 70 last year, and he said his father did not make it to 70. He made it to 70 by the grace of Almighty God. His children, his family, they will all make it beyond 70 by the grace of God. So, yes, Wasiu for Lagos. Wasiu for Lagos.
Ẹṣin tó ṣíwájú ló gbà pé ẹṣin tó ṣíwájú ló gbà pé lóru mi o ẹni bá mọ̀ wẹ̀ ó kà lọ. ṣíwájú ló gbà fún.
I have pictures with Ajimobi, don't worry, I do.
Kẹgbẹ́ fún ìgbà funfun lóró mi. Ìgbà funfun lóró mi o, ẹni bá mọ̀ wẹ̀ ó bá lọ. Orí ọmọ ló ṣan lóró mi. Ìgbà funfun lóró mi o, ẹni bá mọ̀ wẹ̀ ó bá lọ. Orí ọmọ ló ṣọmọ, ìyá ti bàbá ọmọ ló kọ́mọ yọ ọ̀ká òjòrò wípé kó dáa. Ìgbà funfun lóró mi. Ìgbà funfun lóró mi o, ẹni bá mọ̀ wẹ̀ kó ká lọ. Àsàlámù àlékún o, gbogbo Èkó. Àsàlámù àlékún o, gbogbo Èkó. Fẹ́ yíra o. Olókòwò ṣe tiẹ̀. Ó pè é dédé. Ìsàlẹ̀ òfin ṣe tiẹ̀. Ó pè é dédé. Ìsàlẹ̀ kò ṣe tiẹ̀. Ó pè é dédé. Ẹ̀pẹ́pẹ́ ló ṣe tiẹ̀. Ó pè é dédé. Láfíà yìí ṣe tiẹ̀. Ó pè é dédé. Campus ó ṣe tiẹ̀. Ó pè é dédé. Igi gbogbo níṣòwò ọ̀tọ̀ òpó ọ̀tọ̀. Ẹ̀rọ kò fàyè bẹ́ẹ̀ dọ́nà lọ. Káàbọ̀ 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 káàbọ̀. Oko fàyè tàjòdè o káàbọ̀. Bàbá mi mọ kẹ́jì mọ kẹta ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọlọ́rọ̀ máa lè sọ káàbọ̀ 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 káàbọ̀. Oko fàyè tàjòdè o káàbọ̀. Ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ fàdìrà ni ó lọ́kùnrin lóbi ní gbogbo wa. Adájọ́ ẹ̀dùn yìí ó ṣe ní ìsìn tọmọtọmọ. Kúlùkù kì í tọ́ ọdún jẹ́ o. Aláàdúrà ẹ̀dùn yìí lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ làlá ń bí ara gbogbo wa lọ́wọ́ ṣe pọ̀ ọdún láyé òun àìjẹ́ o. Òkè gbogbo ọ̀tọ̀. Ẹ̀rọ kò fàyè bẹ́ẹ̀ dọ́nà lọ. Káàbọ̀ 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 káàbọ̀. Oko fàyè tàjòdè o káàbọ̀.
Wow. Thank you so much for that music. Very, very beautiful music from our own Mayegun of Yoruba land, the king of Fuji music, K1 the ultimate. Now, I would like to say a big happy birthday to the chairman of the Punch newspapers, would play happy birthday song to the great lady at Punch newspapers. You know, happy birthday song for our chairman at Punch newspapers. seems my DJ is yet to get the music I want, but we will get it in 1 minute. We were not planning to do anything tonight, but we just have to create something out of nothing. So let's have happy birthday. Where is that coming from? Sorry, I think a Bluetooth is on. Let's check. Where did it come from? Okay, we discovered it and we have killed the Bluetooth. So right now, we will die. Happy birthday to Lady Angela Emua. Yes, that was for Mrs. Angela Emua, the chairman of Punch Newspapers. We love you, my dear sister. You are a great lady. You are a very, very humble woman. Keep doing what you do best. God bless you. God bless your family. And from Lady Angela, I will now move to, another good friend of mine who turned 55 just today. Yes, I call him Dio and Associates, Mr. Dayo Olomu Oko Goddess. Yes, let's play another birthday song for Dio and Associates.
And may all your dreams come true. Happy birthday. Feel the vibration, lights are bright, we're feeling alright. We're dancing till the Hail and heart, what a combination. Once again, this is your night, and everyone feels like happy birthday to you. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, say happy birthday to you. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, sing to you. May all your dreams come always true. Happy birthday, sing to you forever and ever. Happy birthday, sing to you. May all your dreams come always true. Happy birthday, sing to you forever and ever. This is your birthday song. Celebration all night long. May all your dreams come true.
Okay. And then we still have one more distinguished Nigerian who celebrated his birthday just today, and is no other than the Speaker of Nigeria's House of Representatives. Yes, the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. We will also be playing another happy birthday song for him. There are so many happy birthday songs. It was so
Very, very many happy returns. Silver and gold, the kind is cheap that I know you will appreciate. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a
happy birthday.
ooh, yeah. Very, very many happy returns. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah, very, very many happy returns. You look so good, you look so bright. Everyone is talking about you. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah, very many happy returns. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a
Happy birthday.
ooh, yeah, very, very many happy returns. Tinka, tinka, goes the clock, and good morning every day. Chatting, laughing, happily, what do we do? We have to survive. Ooh, yeah, I wish you happy birthday. Ooh, yeah, very, very many happy returns. Ooh, yeah, I wish you happy birthday. Ooh, yeah, very, very many happy returns. Another day, too many people all around for you today. Your special day. Ooh, yeah, I wish you happy birthday. Ooh, Very, very many happy reasons. Oh yeah, I wish you a happy birthday. Oh yeah, very, very many happy reasons. Tinkle, tinkle, goes the clock. What do we do? We have to survive. Ooh, yeah. I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Very, very many happy returns. Ooh, yeah. I wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. On this occasion of yours, many happy returns. Happy birthday to you. On this occasion of yours, happy birthday to you. Many happy returns. Congratulations. Happy birthday to you. 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 On this occasion of yours. Happy birthday to you. Many happy returns. Happy birthday to you. On this occasion of yours. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we had so many birthdays today. Our prayer to God Almighty is that we should have more birthdays than deaths. It was Biola Jimobi. May his soul rest in perfect peace. But we had birthday celebrations. We had the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. We had the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. We had Mrs. Angela Imua, the chairman of Punch newspapers, and of course, my very dear brother. So it's been quite a day. Then I saw a gentleman on my page just now, Gaffiman Badmos, who said yesterday was his birthday. Please, my belated birthday wishes to you. Thank you for joining us here. I've seen a Gimme Undo original.
Nikki Ebony, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. I've seen Madame Abiola. I call her Madame Sterling Bank. Yes. I've seen quite a number of people there. Yes, I've seen, yes, the Letus, Dele Baba himself. How are you this evening? Yes, there are so many people. Yeah, though we didn't plan for it, but I'm happy. Thank you so much for your kind words. T-shirt blogger, Only Best Furniture, K. Motor Show. Yes. Good. Good evening. So, how's it going with everybody? Okay, Claudius Emporium, thank you for joining us once again, I believe from Accra, Ghana. Yes, I heard there was an earthquake in Accra yesterday. I hope you were not affected. My chief of staff in Ghana told me it was very quite bad in his area. He lived very close to where the tremor was strongest. But we're happy we didn't hear of any casualties in Ghana. So we shall continue to pray for the good people of Ghana. Yes, if you have any comments, any questions, please feel free. I'm here just for the next few minutes. Okay, Olayemi Oloye is watching from Pearland, Texas. Thank you so much for joining us. Prince Tony, good evening. B. Alcad, good evening. Yes, so many people are here. It's always a pleasure. Mr. Deji Peters, Alaja Tai, Yomo Babaele, Mosho. I can see Alaja Tai on the line now. How are you? I've been enjoying the beautiful shoes you sent to me for my birthday. In fact, it's almost become. May God replenish your pockets always. Yes, Kansidelu Owodo, thank you so much. Miss Yemisi Adedayo, thank you. Mr. Deji Peters, fantastic. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Tomorrow evening, please feel free to join me as I also join Fumi Yoda on our program. If you go to, just a minute please, let me check. Okay. The network, happy birthday. I've been trying to reach you. The network is so bad. Can you please join us live now? Hello? Can you join us live? I think, can you join us live? Yeah, okay, please. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, see you soon. Yes, we are going to have Dayo Lomu on this line very shortly. He's someone who has supported me all the way. He's always there. I remember the very first day he was ready to carry the magazine on his head to go and sell from church to church. So this is an opportunity to say thank you to Dayo for his love, He's always showered me with love. There is nothing I'm doing that Dayo will not be involved in. I can see Jenny Emanuela from Italy. Thank you for joining us. Imwakpane Khalif, I don't know if I pronounced correctly, but good evening for joining us. So I'm waiting now for Mr. Dayo Lomo. I call him D.O. Music when he was managing King Wasiu Ayinde. It's incredible. Mr. Tope Sule, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Emmy King, Swift of officials, thank you. Olayemi Oloye, thank you. Nikki watching from Cape Town. Cape Town is one of my favorite destinations in the world. I love Cape Town. Wonderful. Thank you, Abiola. Thank you, Madam Stellingbank. Deolu Owodunni, good evening. Caleb say about Osh Poppy case. I don't know much about it. I just saw a video tonight of his arrest. I wish him well. No, that's all. I'm not the type to gloat over anybody's misfortune. If he is truly guilty, so be it. If he is not, then I would have to prove his innocence. But I am not happy. I am never happy when I read bad stories about Nigeria or Nigerians. So I wish him the best of luck. Thank you, B, for your kind prayers. B. Al-Kad, thank you. Kayolans, congrats to Liverpool. May Kenny, watching from Ghana, thank you. Yes. I am Nika Abdul. Good evening. Yes, can anyone see Mr. Dayo Lomo online? Okay, he's here. Okay, good. So we'll get the evidence to the great man, the Toastmaster himself. Yes, this man is so brilliant. What I like about him is being updating and upgrading himself regularly. Yes. Hey, D.O. and Associates. Happy birthday to you. Let me sing for you in my husky voice before they play Happy Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, does a big good me just in the movie Korean? You get the new adigo you see.
Privilege and shaker of the society. So I am not taking it lightly. And I feel very, very privileged. You know, my relationship with you. You know what I've learned from you. So I am not taking it lightly. You're my father. You're my mentor. And before we start today's thing, there is something that you did that you will not remember. And I just want to use this public forum to thank you for that day. I remember that day. It was December 24, 1994.
Wow.
You will not remember this story. My brother, my immediate elder brother died. And you did what you are not supposed to do as an elder. Wale Olomu. One day it was to be buried, I was shattered. On that day, when we got to look, and they were about to wash his body, on that day, I was disturbed. And you said he died on the 22nd of December 1994, and it was to be buried. So they were preparing his body, and they just dumped his body. They just push it, and they said this word: washing and bathing. 500 naira. And you said, "Oh, Dio, don't worry." And you paid that money, 500 naira. He never forgets that moment. And I just want to use this opportunity publicly to say thank you very much. Thank you for that. For being a positive role model to us. For being a loyal person. And you know it. I was at your 50th birthday, and you know my speech. Your 60th birthday. You know the speech I gave. The speech I gave are very, very close. And there are three things I learned about you. The courage you bring to it. You did all of that. And if there is another thing I learned from you, is loyalty. You are loyal to your friends. You called me a few hours ago and said, Dayo, you need to be live. You know it. I will prepare, I will say no. I said, Masharum, I am at your service. If you want me now, I am available. You are loyal to your friends. I know your loyalty to Basharum. And I know your loyalty to Sashino Peters. I learned all of these things when I was 25, 27 years old. I think the third thing I learned from you is humility. And with due respect and all sense of responsibility, up until today, you will always call me Dio and Associates. You are 5 years older than me. You are my big brother. You have never called me Dio. You give me respect. You treat me with respect. And I just want to say thank you very much for all you do to us. You are a positive role model to us. We love you so much. And those of us who follow, but people don't know the reason why we love Dele Momodu. And that's the reason why, because you are loyal to your own elders. People like us are loyal to you. We love you. We celebrate you. Your 60th birthday, I was there. Your 50th birthday. And I just want to say thank you very much for everything that you do. You are there at my wedding. You are there at every significant moment in history that I've taken. And not just that. When you just feel that no matter, I've talked about my wedding. Then I will also use this opportunity to thank you for the third one. 2009, 11 years ago, I was in Ghana for a speaking engagement at Kumasi Business Summit. You may not remember this. I flew into Ghana and I was in Kumasi. And when I got to Kumasi, it was challenging. And I did not even know what to do. From Kumasi, I came to Accra, and I was at holiday in Accra, and I was just so confused. And you did something. You said, Dayo, come. And you look after me. And I was sorted out. You hosted me to dinner. And you supported me. I just want to say thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
I don't know. I'll call you Dr. Academic credentials a lot. I invited you to celebrate you, not to celebrate me. Now you've turned it around and you are now the one celebrating me. I thank you so much for your generous words. I just want to say that there is nothing I have done that you have not done much more. I don't know if you were already online when I was talking about the beginning of Ovation. Without prompting you, you were one of the first people. As soon as we said you were there immediately, and you were ready to carry it on your head, on your shoulders, whichever was convenient, to go from church to church, from place to place. And I know how people were chasing us away that we cannot sell the magazine. The same people today would plead to be in the magazine. I want to salute your vision, because it takes a man of vision to support other people. If you are visionary, you will know that you should never look down on anyone. That is one. Me too, I will also give you instance when you were with Wasiu. I was telling people how you revolutionized Fuji.
Thank you, sir.
Look, if anyone asks you as a PR consultant, it's finished. There is no, it's end of discussion, because you know what to do, you know the buttons to press, and you have friends who would always be there to support you. On the issue of your brother, who was also my own brother, Wale at that time only got Nigeria. That is why the day he died, everybody was practically crying everywhere. I saw artists crying. And I'm sure if Wale can look down and see us today, he'll be very, very proud of to have two great brothers in the same family. But you rose up to the occasion and took the Olomu brand beyond imagination.
Thank you, sir.
I must salute you. You came to London. You could have decided that you will be doing famous scholar. I remember Richie Dale Johnson at that time with the Toastmasters, and you said you were going to come into the game, and you came into it big time.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, your reputation speaks for you. So I must thank you for all the things that you've done for me. You were there 50th. You celebrated me. Then I remember when I was in exile, and that was the lowest period of my life. I was down, but I was not out. You knew it. You brought evangelist Sonny Okosun to my house. I don't forget things. Just the same way you brought evangelist Sonny Okosun for the christening of my second son, anytime you're Dele Momodu. On Romford Road. on Romford Road. I will never
It's
forget.
unbelievable.
I can never forget that. That day, the police, they've never seen anything like it in East London. They saw Nigerians because I didn't have a garden. We were just on top of a corner shop. You know, we were struggling. We didn't have money. Our lives were just in disarray. But we had my second son and all my friends. Oni Okosun was there. He blessed the baby. Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu was there. Chief Oji Uzok Kalu was there that day. And my friends, Bengalu Lawyer and Co, they were grilling fish in front of a bus stop. The police had to come that what is going on here?
Oh my God.
So many cars. So they thought a riot would occur, but it didn't occur because we were all gentlemen. That's one thing I give to Nigerians. That there is no way I'll write the story of my life and your name will not feature. There are so many other people I can't begin to mention their names now. But I thank you most sincerely. We will play you a couple of songs. Tonight is not a night for too much speaking, but we will make sure we celebrate you appropriately because you deserve it. Not because you are my friend or just because you are my brother. So we will have the Every Edna. I love that song, that Happy Birthday song, and then we'll play a couple others. So just relax and enjoy, and we can still talk if there are other things to
Thank
discuss.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I give you to be because it's one because it's cheap that I know you will appreciate. Very, very many happy reasons. I wish you a birthday. Very, very many happy reasons. You look so great, everyone is talking about you. Birthday's come once in a year, and I know you want to celebrate. Very, very many happy reasons.
You know, we are always breaking news on this platform. I have the pleasure of breaking a good, and this is a good news. Sheyi Tinubu, so I wish them
Congratulations.
big congratulations. That is good news. That is good news. Yes. Also, the government of the Republic was destroyed last week in Ghana. That's also good news because Nigeria and Ghana are too close to be fighting. We've passed that stage. You heard how my brother, Dr. Lomu, spoke about when he came to give a speech in Kumasi and all that. So we're too close. I have lived partly in Ghana now for over 20 years. I discovered Ghana some 25 years ago on my way to exile. And so I've made everlasting friends in Ghana. So I am happy to make sure that things are doing well. I'll be playing you a Wasiu, when you were still managing Wasiu, which of his songs was the hottest then? Can you remember?
I think it should be Consolidation. Because I know that Consolidation won for the first time in his life, in 12 years. He won 4 awards, 3 to 4 awards, won 9 at the Nigerian Music Award.
Wow.
I'm very, very privileged with
Consolidation.
that, with the help of people like you and support of people like you in 12 years. In that 2 years, I was able to win. Before I can say something, people run out of my house. They want to come back now, do say I die. They want to come back now, do say I die. This is my Thank you, sir.
Yes. Oh no, my pleasure. My pleasure. Yes. So, from what year to what year were you with Wasiu?
I was with King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal. I was 22 years old when I was with Wasiu, and I left him when I was 30 years old.
Wow, 1995.
Yes, I'm just happy to put on record and to thank God Almighty that during those times, music award in the history of Fuji music won 12 awards in 3 years.
Wow. Yes, because people used to look down on Fuji. They thought it was a ras kind of music.
Thank you, Basharon. You know the story. And I just want to say that people like you, Egbomeyo Akínpẹ̀lú, KB, Kunle Bakare, or
Femi Akintunde Johnson.
You know, I invite you to La Pareas. We gather together, Uncle Wale Ademowo,
Wale Ademowo in Ibadan.
Uncle Shatta Ahmed.
Abdulsattar Ahmed.
We'll gather
It's scared.
together at La Pareas. We will meet, we will have drink, we will have, we will just meet for networking and conviviality and exhibition and say we need to take Fuji music to the mainstream because this is our own core music, because I believe that Fuji music comes from Ajiwere in those days, whereas Juju music is from High Life, and High Life is from Ghana. So I believe that Fuji music is our own music. Luckily for me, and I thank God for people like you, they embrace it, and today the rest is history. King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal did so well. Just a little difference in his life, and I think apart from winning 12 awards, the biggest thing that happened during my time is that he was crowned as the king of Fuji music in Nigeria. And I achieved this within 27 to 30 years old. That's about 25 years ago.
Wow. No, you did extremely well. And I remember the song Abba Susie Kelele.
That song. Somebody just asked me now. I say, was Dayo Olomu Wasiu's manager? Do you know that the last time the British government had the meeting of the Commonwealth Head of States, that should be about 2 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, invited by the royal to meet about invited. When I got the invitation, I was surprised. Oh, can this be real? I called them and said, are you sure this is real? Because I thought it was a 419 invite. When I was invited, I got there. And the people that came from Nigeria, who came with the president, when they met me, they could not believe that it is the same Dayo Olomu that was managing Wasiu. That is sitting with them with 53 head of state at Buckingham Palace. They could not marry the two together. They were telling me that, oh, Dayo Olomu, we used to one Dayo Olomu in Nigeria. I struggle to tell them that it is the same Dayo Olomu who has reinvented himself. Now, when the last time the president of Nigeria came to United Kingdom, it's 4 bells to the president, 3 or 4 bells. I was one of the people that was invited, but to the reception, the security was to be XYZ. They could not marry that it is the same Dayo Olomu. And I'm just thankful to God how he has been able to turn my life around from where I was to where I am now currently. And I think the long story is the fact that where you are, your past doesn't equal the future. It was very, very, very difficult. I was telling my brother Sheikh Kende today. I remember you used to tell us in those days that publishing is the ultimate kalu. That publishing is the ultimate gambling machine. But you are able to do it. And during the lockdown, I learned a very big lesson from you. How you
of the night and without planning it. I'm very impressed. It means that your message is resonating with the people. And the question I want to ask is if you can give us a summary of your life from 1995 to date, your trajectory. People, what did you do and what have you been doing? And how have you been able to upgrade yourself to the level whereby you can now sit down with the movers and shakers of the world?
Thank you, Basha. Put it in. I'm going to use Dio to drive that message. The first thing is that you need a desired goal in life. I didn't have a lot of education. I got the first job I got. In fact, I will tell you today, the first job I got when I arrived in London, I was loading parcel. After that, I got a job in post office. But because I have a very clear vision of my life, and I remember vividly when I got a job in post, I went to Jerusalem to chart a new course for my life, to design what I want to do in my life. And I set a goal. So it is about having a desired goal. So I got here, I discovered I had a very huge plan for my life. But I discovered a cook has stolen my identity. And I wasn't invited to the wedding. And life became a challenge. For 2 years, you remember I was living with a couple in Stratford. I could not work. I couldn't do anything because I don't have papers. You know, in those days, without papers, you can't work. And I begin to develop myself. I went back to, before I went back to university, I was right days. Ovation used to be heavy on writing features article, evolution of South African music. You write 20 pages of documents and all of that. During the days of Ola Person, people like you encouraged me. I went back to university. I got a degree in business information system. I went 2010, I joined the CIPD. I went for my master's in HR. And today, with due respect and also of responsibility, I am one of the most influential 100 Nigerians in the diaspora. 2 years ago, I was voted as one of the to develop myself. It was very, very difficult. And you know, in those days, a lot of people were doing all those
Wrongs.
you know, they were doing the wrongs.
They were doing
And
the wrongs.
people like us who are into education and trying to develop ourselves, they make us feel as if we are wasting our time. But now we are able to thank God. So my story is so easy. When you look at the fact that I have managed a Fuji musician and what I do in Nigeria, it is so easy for a lot of people to believe that I am likely going to end up doing fraud or doing drug. I can tell you publicly that I have never done anything of that. I can tell you publicly do things, and today I thank God for what He has done in my life. And I believe that human beings are incredible people. The mayor of destroyed it. I sent me congratulatory message. One of the senior most decision, one of the senior leaders in church. I have done skydiving. I have done so many things to support charity. So I am just thankful. And it's just to say that the message I want to give to people is that you inspire a lot of us. You studied Yoruba. Your first degree is in Yoruba. Your second degree, I can't just imagine that. That's undescribable. And I will leave that story for another day. And I just want to say thank you for your inspiration.
Best moment since you have been in England. Can you recollect some of your best moments, your achievements, the biggest lectures you have delivered, where you delivered it, and all that?
Pastor, I just remember vividly my best moment in England is 3rd of September 2009. I remember it vividly. Before then, like I said, in the next 5 years, I would like to share the stage with Les Brown in London or Nigeria. Les Brown was in Nigeria. As I was writing it in my journal, I want us to write today's date, and I'm going to show you. I will send you the picture. As I was writing it, I got a phone call from you, and you said, "Dayo, where are you?" I told you that I am at the holiday. You said, "Dayo, I will send a driver to come and pick you." You in Ghana. I got a call, and I will never forget that day. That day, I won an award as the best motivational speaker and the best MC in UK. But surprisingly, in 2009, 2 days after, on the 31st of August 2009, there's this guy, he used to be a photographer. He organized that award. And Alexander Musu was at that award.
Okay, Tunde Thomas.
Thank you, Basho.
Tunde Thomas.
Thank you. I am so happy. You see, that's the reason why you can't lie about these things.
Yes, I was there.
Yes, you never know who is watching. Tunde Thomas. I won an award. I was given, Goddess was there, my wife, and Alexander Musu was there. 2 days after, my mother died. It was very, very challenging. Everybody that knows me knows the story of my mom, how she sacrificed to get me to where I am today. Before then, I got this speaking engagement on the 2nd of September 2009 in front of 2,000 people. This is the hall that has hosted Obama, Bill Clinton, Desmond Tutu, Nelson Mandela. I have a choice to just say that my mother just died. I can't be. My mother was in the mortuary, and I went there. I remember that on my way to that speaking, and I remember that I prayed using the story of Stephen. Sorry, I'm not a pastor. I think it was Act of Apostle 7th. You know, I think the Bible verse was spirit of confidence. And I used that story and I went there. I was shattered. I could not do it. And I went there. And in front of 2,000 people, I delivered this speech in terms of, I spoke about how you need to believe in yourself. When I finished that presentation, I was given a standing ovation, and the legendary Les Brown gave me that beautiful presentations or the speech I've ever delivered in my life. Now, anybody that knows about public speaking or motivational speaking will know that Les Brown is an iconic, legendary brand. And I was able to do it, and it gave me a standing ovation. So I would say I can never forget that moment. And remembering that my mom.
Wow. Yeah, as we say in showbiz, the show must go on.
Thank you,
no
sir.
matter what, the show must go on. No, I am mightily proud of you. I mean, Nigerian man is always ready, and I'm happy that you are very ready. Well, we'll play music. For me, this one of the things you did, getting King Wasiu to bond with us. This was the song in London. Femi is now a pastor in Nigeria.
Dele Momodu, ara wa ni. Akíndélé mi jọ́sìn o, ara wa ni.
Wow, that's the king himself.
I would never forget that moment. That moment is an historic moment. I remember we were in Stratford, East London. All is because I live in.
I remember it too. Yes.
I don't know. It was in 1995. It was very, very challenging for you. The ovation journey has not started. You just came from Nigeria. I don't know whether when they brought you from Cotonou, and they just these guys. I remember Kapo and some of your friends.
They were always with me.
They're always with you, and I think that they just thought, Bob D, don't worry. I was managing K1 the Ultimate then. Kill Bottom. I remember that night vividly. The man who owns that hall later became a politician in Ondo State.
Wow.
If I remember the name, I will tell you. But you were just there, and you came in, and I told Alaji that Bob D is in the house, and I came to Bob D.
That was magical.
And I remember vividly. I collected the name of the friends who came.
All my friends who came with me. Yeah.
All the friends who came with you. I took a sheet of paper and a pen, and I took it to Alaji, and I said, Bob D cannot go back to Nigeria. Kapo and all of them. And Bob D said, wow. And he composed that song.
On the spot.
On the spot. Wait. He composed that song. You know, all of us were emotional. And I remember he said, Tomba Koes, níbi kan là ń kọrí sí.
Níbi kan là ń kọrí sí. Tomba Koes ní Nàìjíríà wà kúkú kálá dúró sí lọ.
It was. I still to that song. My wife always tell me, Dayo, why are you emotionally attached to this song? I said,
Dayo Israel said we should play it one more time. He said we're both his mentors. Yes, we will play it one more time.
Alaji was just singing, and it was like in a trance. But you know what he did? He now sang that song
on the spot. It did not.
Spot. No rehearsal, no nothing. I think because of your story, how love you, and how
it came from his heart. He said that became his bestseller ever as a live music that he turned into a CD. He told me that for me, not because he sang with my name, that composition, and we'll play it again. Are you ready? We'll play it again.
Ibi kan là á kọrí sí. Délé, bàbá kọ̀ mí ní Nàìjíríà máa kú ká lágbó sí London. Àṣé London yìí dùn. Délé délé, London yìí dùn. Délé délé, ọmọ mọ̀mọ́. Délé, à ń sọ pé ohun tí ó dá ó dá kò. Olóòótọ́ kò ní kú sípò ká o. Ẹni máa ń ṣe dáadáa kó máa ṣe láàbí máa ń ṣèkà kó máa ṣe ní ìṣòyí kàmọ́ kò ní ká o. Bàbá Zuzu ẹ̀kọ́ kúlẹ̀ ní bàkà èèyàn kọrin. Gbogbo ayé káyé kọ́lé wa o. Bó o bá tiẹ̀ lè bá mi yanjú sí máa bá mi fìwé wáyé sí fáàgì lẹ́yìn akí. Inú bébí lọ sí fi ara wa ní. Bàbá Zuzu gbogbo ìfẹ́ ń fa nílé pátápátá ní Nàìjíríà ni ẹ máa ṣe wá. Akíndélé mi jọ sí ọ̀rọ̀. Kúnlé mi bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. Àgbà Zuzu.
Yeah.
EO and I'll start with Kwam One himself. But before I do that, I want to acknowledge that friend and brother. Thank you for always joining and supporting us. He says, my two ogas, uncles, leaders, I greet you, sir.
He's my brother.
I promise you. Pastor Toby, don't give up. Now, what I want to say about Kwam One, what baffles me is his loyalty to his core friends in the media. In the media, anytime he sings for one, he sings for all of us. In this very album, he mentioned Kunle Bakare, he mentioned Joaquin Pelu, he mentioned Femi Akintunde Johnson. That is what I call greatness. I can see Princess Debo Odutola. Why is everybody not sleeping? It's almost midnight in Nigeria. Then someone just wrote now, and I want to thank that person because this is very historic. He said Dia Ojo was on the keyboard. Do you remember? Life was good. Life was good. Life was good. And then a lot of people don't tell me what Wasiu was referring to. Look at the play on words. Ijatimi Pelubonka. Anybody knows the story? Do you know who we were calling of KICC Lagos today? He's one of the biggest pastors in Nigeria today. We used to call him Bonka. Bonka was Ologunka.
Oh my God.
The Ologunka is now the pastor. Femi Fasheru. Fantastic pastor.
Oh my God.
Doing extremely well, writing books, and he has taken the KICC brand that all these young guys supported me. Without them, exile would have been possible for me. The moment I landed in Kapoor's house, you know, we had to squat with Kapoor for months. We couldn't get a house.
I know.
Immediately, they were bringing, in fact, before I left Ghana, they already contributed money. That Bob D must not lack anything when he lands in London. My friend, I tell people who think, Bob D must be a billionaire. I said, I have good people today. They are still there supporting. And so who am I? Yes, I need it. Yes, I've been looking for it. So some people were teasing me tonight that they thought I have pictures with everybody. That how come I don't have picture with Senator Abiola Ajimobi? So my guys just sent it now that they find it. Can you imagine? Social media is so exciting. People look for the smallest of things, but I thank God. So, Dr. D is going to be midnight in about 10 minutes, and then we'll be ready. Is Asiwaju Odo, Bashorun Kekere, Dayo Israel still around? If he's around, I will bring you in to say a few words about DO and Associates. You know, we're just celebrating your birthday. So please go on, DO and Associates.
Basharun, you mentioned something about loyalty, and one of the things that we all learned from you, your birthday, I was sitting down with Goddess, this same place, for your 60th birthday, and we remember what people were saying about you, from the president of Ghana to the vice president to Liberia, to everybody, K1 to his media friends. I would say that K1 is an embodiment of loyalty. You are also an embodiment of loyalty. And that's one of the Adigo.
Adigoluja, Inojodu. Can you imagine we were living inside that bush and everybody was there? Kola Abiola, Pastor Chris Okotie, every exact.
Exactly.
That was the last thing I did May, and by July I was already running out of Nigeria.
And you are a source of inspiration to all of us. You know that you can count me anytime. You can count on me anytime. And I know that anytime, anything that is within Basharun, it will sort it out for me. And that is what loyalty is all about. And I think that's one of the virtues that we need to develop in 21st century. Loyalty. That people must know behind their back that you are loyal. My final words will be that human being, that where you are today is not an indication of where you will be tomorrow. That your past did not equal the future. That human beings are incredible people. That we can turn penny into fortune. We are a unique creature. We all have a unique fingerprints. We all have a unique voice prints. We all have a unique thing about us. We all have a unique they have a unique history, unique destiny that only us can fulfill. That the sky is big enough for all birds to fly without colluding with one another. That you must all run your race. And thank God your first degree is in Yoruba. My mom will say, don't use another person's wristwatch to set your own. Run your. We have a unique DNA, and it is said that our DNA carries with it the wisdom of previous generation. That we are all.
My very dear brother,
Thank you, sir.
congratulations. It's 5 minutes to midnight. I'm happy that we were able to have you join us before midnight. I can see Adamson Aruna. Thank you so much. Yes, very well said, Dayo. That's from Adamson Aruna. Then, yes, I'm now going to bring back, log you out, sir, for 1 second, and then we'll bring in our very dear brother, Dayo Israel. So, where is he? Where are you? Please make a request, and I'll bring you in right away. Omoba Bam Bam, Princess Debo Odutola in the house. Thank you so much. Okay. Bashorun.
Uncle, good evening.
Good evening. I also don't be like
Uncle, it's too late, sir. It's too late not to meet with you.
just relax and enjoy your life. Oh. Just relax.
I'm trying to, sir.
No, I'm so proud of you. And you walk the aisle. I always remember everything about you. Time you speak, I wonder what kind of brain God gave you. Your brains are so fertile, and see the great things you are doing now, even for APC in Lagos. Now you have become a poster boy, for APC.
Amen.
Dr. Dayo Olomu, yes.
Uncle Dr. Dayolomu is so special to me that I will tell you a story that I've never told anybody before. To me, have been a similar blessing to me. When I was going to go to university, I got admission for my foundation in London, and I needed to pay my school. It was £4,800 for my foundation. It was 2,000. So I was living with Debbie Ariyo at that time, and so we had to raise my school fees, and we didn't know where the money was going to come from. So Debbie raised the first, I think she put the first 400 or 500 pounds down. She now sent an email to all of my enrolled in London. Everyone, Odayo is going to university. We need to pay the first 4,000 pounds. 4,800. I said, okay, I'm pledging so and so. I was about another 300, 400, 500 pounds. Philip, sound image, Philip Adegboyega, me too. I always say to people that me, I'm a community baby. You can community yourself. It's cool. But I didn't know after them, that video was the first or the second after sound image to say, yeah, this is contribution. I'm sorry, I call it the foundation as I remember when I was going to do my master's and they didn't pay my school fees on time. You also went and said, "Daya, what are you going to do?" It was Marriott Marble Arch. When you said, and you gave me £2,000, I said, "Yeah, go and put that down as a deposit." And I want to bless God for all of your lives, all of you who have blessing to me, to the glory of God. And I pray that God would bless you on this birthday and increase you and to give you grace to continue to be a good man he is to Goddess. You know, when
Amen.
we and Gideon and Goddess, they are 5 and 6. They are the ones we look at. God bless you. Happy birthday, and God be with you in Jesus' name.
Wow. Wow. You always make my head swell because for me,
Thank you, sir.
these things, some people did it for us. So why can't we do it for others? The best way, those who did it for us did not expect any compensation. The opportunity also do it for others. So, but the thing is that it is not wasted.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, it is not wasted to go to school. Education is everything. See what you are doing in Lagos State today, and you are in charge of education.
Yes, to the glory of God.
Yes, without education, you can't be in charge of education. You know,
Absolutely, sir.
I bless the grace of God in your life, and I want to this weekend.
We have MI on Saturday, Pastor Agui Ruku, your friend, and Bishop Michael Konko on Sunday.
Fantastic.
And then the MD of Lagos Sports Commission on Monday, MD of LIRS on Tuesday, MD of Loma on Wednesday, MD of LASA on Thursday, and the MD of Lag Ferry on Friday.
Fantastic. You have Lagos on lockdown already. You have Lagos on lockdown. Well done.
You know, Uncle.
Yeah. Who is saying I should publish FFK letter to Tinubu. Unfortunately, one, I don't have the letter. Two, you cannot force me to publish any letter. I have my own way of doing things. Okay, if you see my platform, you know my platform is always positive. So everybody must choose what they want to use their platform for. My platform, please, I beg you, in the name of God, don't tell me to come and get involved in people's fight. There are other publications. Look for other platforms. If you want to attack Tinubu, please look for other platforms. There are times I don't agree with him, but I will never attack him. My friends know me. I tell them the truth. If you ask Kachuaju, you say, that day. Okay, in 1995. And I said I was living on top with my wife and my first son. We were living on top of cutlery to eat our food. Tinubu was the first to give us £500. The man labored for everybody. I don't forget things like that. So take that straight. Let me put it on record. Tinubu, please find other platforms. Not here. No, I'm not an believe the number of people on this platform at this time of the night. I am so grateful. so excited. We shall continue to celebrate more and more people, and God will celebrate each and every one of you, family, and God will give you protection, joy, peace, happiness, prosperity will never depart your homes. As you celebrate other people, God will say, okay, that's the great Judy Chidemo. There, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Let me see. If you don't mind, say hello to us. Don't run away. Oh, me and hello or something. I just say hello to us. I love him so much. Very focused, very focused gentleman. I like focused people. Wow. Interesting. I always go in and out to his reports. Such an incredible. He's unable to join. If you can join me for a few minutes, that would be fantastic. Judy. Yeah. So that is it. We fighting people and abusing people. I'm not interested. At my age, at over 60 now, the rest of my life, I want to celebrate people. Francis Sylvester, you want me? No, I'm not a man of war. Certainly not. We did all that as young people. When you are young, yes, you can abuse even your father or your mother. But at my age, no, I can't afford to do that. And as I said, Tinubu has been extremely good to me. Extremely, okay? Whose wife just had a son in London. Yes, congratulations to him. And that's what we want to see on this platform. Chief Tinubu has mentored so many people, developed so many. You heard school fees when he was in England, so gestures. Then there will be too many issues in our lives. There is nobody who can say he has not needed help somewhere before. Oh, this one is saying that means debate it. My journalism is not one-sided. My journalism is entertainment. There are journalists who cover sports. Will you tell them to come and abuse somebody on their sports program? And be attacking individuals. I said my own brand of journalism is not. If you, there are journalists who specialize in attacking people. I have never. Is not my focus. If because of that you think I'm one-sided, what is Instagram? Attack whoever you want. Nobody has stopped you. Hey, DJ Jimmy Jar. Look, Jimmy Jar, let's be positive, Jared. I must. That is what we want to do here. We want to celebrate good people. They are all friends, so you will see them together. You will look stupid when you see all of them together. And, attacking anybody. I know sometimes we need to speak our minds. It's not that I'm not fighting, I'm not angry. I'm just telling them that me, I'm sorry. I'm not in this world to come and fight. I'm in this world to make the world a better place. Even Jesus Christ did not come only for the righteous, he came to none. A gentleman, he goes, minds his business, be solar lazy. My own number one DJ. I have a right to choose who I want. And I chose a standing ovation for my brother. I love you. I love you. How are you, my brother?
Fine, thank you, sir.
I sneak into your shows every now and then when you are playing your music, you know.
Thank you. Thank for the love. I appreciate you. You're a great person. You're a motivation. You're an inspiration. You know, we love you. You know, so and if you dwell on negativity, it would. We need to have a clear mind and be able to, deal with things in a very positive light. Not to say that you don't you don't say things the way they are, but just don't dwell on bringing down syndrome. That's a lot of that is going on around us. Put down than to
raise them up. Exactly.
Yeah, so I just want to appreciate your impact.
No. I'm so happy that you joined us tonight.
Yes,
I always tell people that if we don't appreciate great people, then bad people will thrive. Then what is my policy in life? My policy is even if I think you are bad. I said people call themselves Christians who cannot forgive their enemies. When the Bible says forgive your enemies 70 times, 7 times.
Yeah.
It means beyond forgiveness that you should not judge anyone so that ye will. Problem again is that and you can see where it has led us to, that people were being killed. And that is the same mentality and attitude that some people want to copy in Nigeria, where everything must lead to a fight. I'm not saying amongst those people abusing, who will have Tinubu as their father and will not be a happy man. What as I know Tinubu, you don't know him. I know him very well. This man, you will not believe it, when we were in exile, and I'm talking of 1995, okay, 25 years ago, the same house the man was living, a flat in London, around Regent's Park, that's where he still lives till today. If you go to his house, all the money that people talk, money, Tinubu is busy spending all his money developing human beings. If you go to his house on Bodilon, the famous Bodilon, you will see that the same place, the same thing he's been doing. So people, chiefs, he will send for it too. The same fish and chief that he will see great men and women he has empowered.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. But who amongst us will be in the shoes of Tinubu today and he will reject because you are not in that person's position? So life, he says fish and chips because he's not sophisticated. No, he just wants, he's a simple man. That's what I'm trying to, you see, whatever we say, those who will listen, those who will not.
You can't deal with every comment.
like yourself, DJ Jimmy Gat, do a full interview. So, but
No problem.
at least it's my pleasure seeing you tonight. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
God
Same here,
bless
sir.
you. Thank you.
God bless you.
And good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how are our friends from America tonight? Let's see our friends from the United States. Time we have a lot of people. Someone said, please ignore this because they are not happy with themselves. I understand, but it's okay. We just need to, again, people don't understand that my brand of journalism is not the kill and go type journalism. No. I choose a Jelenke Miliki type of, it's like asking Ebenezer Obey to be abusing people or King Sanade to be abusing people. People choose what they want. Yes, the ovation people, they are different, so that's how it is. People are really frustrated and people see every success. My people from America, let's know where you are reaching us from. Let's know where you are reaching us from. Where is Chudi? Chudi, you've disappeared. Kanayo of Milton Keynes. How are you, sir? Good evening. Request if you are able to join me for a few minutes. That's my great friend. He was the first person to dash me a brand new iPad. We met at Heathrow. I will never forget. I didn't know him. He walked up to me, and the next thing he said, please, can you give me your address? I want to send you a gift. And he sent me an iPad. I don't forget things, and I will always remember your kind gestures. He introduced me to his mom, his dad, and everybody. And I am so, so grateful. I am so, so grateful. Adamson, how are you? Wow. Matthew 7. Just a minute. Hello, my brother. How are you? Aba for what? Any believe mo ma tún ṣì wà lórí mo máa wà lórí Instagram. Àwọn èèyàn á lọ ifá mo ṣe bá Jimmy Jad sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sìn ni. I'm still here. Mo ṣì wà níbí. Mo ṣì wà níbí kò tọ́pẹ́. No, not at all, not at all. Bami kí goddess wa àtàtà. No. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, my pleasure. No, I'm doing it. Bami kí goddess mi o. Amen. Amen. We thank God. Wow. We thank God. Benny. Wow. Oh. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́. Hmm. Haba. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, yeah. Hmm. Amen. We thank God. Oh, no problem. No problem. Oh. No problem. No, we thank God. By the time you wake up, we would have uploaded it. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Modupe. We thank God. Thank you. Modupe. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sorry, my dear viewers. I was speaking to my brother, Dr. Dayo Lomu, who just called. So I'm back to you now. I can see so many people from America, from Canada. Wow, I can see my friend and brother Henry Ukazu. I call him Henry the Great. Wow, fantastic. At this time of the night, we still have so many people. This is impressive. Wow. It's true. I agree with you, Sir Tinubu. I've raised a lot of guys around Aregbesola, Osinbajo, Legosia. Too many people. You can't count. You can't count them. There are people who have the same power and will not use it. From Matthew chapter 7, verse 1, which says, "Judge not, so that ye will not be judged." Yes, I learned that as a Sunday school boy in our church in Ilefe. I grew up in an Ladura church and we used to do Bible competition. Okay, Francis Sylvester is reaching us from Lagos, Nigeria. That's the heart of Africa. Wow, yeah. Matthew 7, we have Pastor Adamson in the house. Sido Said, thank you. Yes. Oh, from Chicago. Thank you so much for joining us. From UK, Yinkus. From UK, thank you. Tilewa Nelson from Chicago. To Damoni. I don't know. Constance Jones Music from UK. You will not see me in any demonstration again. If a man is lucky to live to be 80, it means I've already lived over 3/4 of my life. So what am I looking for? Fighting people. You want to fight the whoever was fighting Ajimobi or Ajimobi was fighting. So can they fight again now? The man has gone to rest. See, that's life. I saw some people in his house this evening crying, weeping. So just as some people are abusing him, those whose lives he touched, that's why they say one man's meat is another man's poison. Someone says kind words can open closed doors. Use your data wisely. It's true. That's from digital age. It's true. And Dope Man said, Bob D, you never still sleep. I've been resting for the past few days now. And Everest from Cyprus. La Funky, good evening, Uncle. How are you? La Funky 001. Good evening too. I'm fine. I'm doing my best. Ify Bai from Chicago. Now you feel like ordering fish and chips because I said Tinubu likes fish and chips. Yes, so, anytime he's ordering, everybody wants to eat it, or you won't believe it. Well, if you are with him, you will feel like eating fish and chips. The simple things of life are very good. You know, he can afford to buy the most expensive food in the world, but that's not what is most important. Wow. Well, we've done our best tonight. It's time to go and sleep. I can't believe we're at 97 right now. Wow. Thank you, Wasiu Olamilekon. Thank you so much. My man. Wow. Basharon is a bookworm. I'm a bookworm. You can see behind me now, it's always about books. It's always about books. I don't joke with books. Chief, never seen anyone who likes politics like you. If everyone could be like you, you know Nigeria would be a better place. You are so concerned. You are so passionate about Nigeria. You know, every day
right, sir.
you express your frustrations to me. Sometimes I will not reply because I have no answer. The problem of Nigeria, sometimes you can't answer it, you can't explain it. She celebrated her birthday last week, I think, because she noticed, I chat with her every now and then because she noticed the Ibiduni thing. She didn't want to disturb me at all. But, very sad.
That's right, sir. That's right.
Last week was very bad for me. Very, very bad. But we thank God. We thank God. I didn't hear you.
Hope you've had a very good rest.
Oh, yes, I've been resting. Yes, I took some breaks since the past few days. So I only returned to action today. And so you will see me more between now and the weekend. Tomorrow, I still have to write. In fact, later today, I have to write 2,000 words for this newspaper. Yes, I write every Friday and it's published every Saturday.
Thank you very much, sir, for everything you do, for Thank you for all you do, sir. We're very grateful, Thank you very, very much, sir.
No, I must thank you for your enthusiasm, for your hope and belief in Nigeria. Even sometimes I want to give up on this country, but people like you fire me up. You give me the strength that we should not give up, And you are a detribalized Nigerian. You don't say that you are from any part. You just want to do. You are looking for good people. Every time you're always discussing, what do I think about this candidate? What do I think about that candidate? It's not that it's not possible. It's just that the way Nigeria is configured presently makes it very difficult for good people to emerge. That's the problem.
Yes.
So we will keep working and praying and hoping that something will happen. Yes, please go on.
That's right. A lot of us who live outside Nigeria, we see governance shouldn't be that difficult. All we need is leaders who wish well for their citizens,
create a very, a good playing field for everyone to strive. It's not that difficult. And you look at everyone as a human being. There's no need to look at, to be tribalistic, Yoruba or Igbo. We're all humans, like you said, like you always say, forgive one another, love one another, Yes, that's all. We're basically looking for Africa, Nigeria, to lead the way. We can't wait, for things to get better. Yeah, a lot of people are suffering. Too many lives suffering, and unfortunately, this world you come once. You tell God where you want to be born. If you're born in Nigeria, you have the right to live a good life. People pray, sir. With people like you, we have a lot of hope, sir. By the grace of God.
Amen. Amen. I also must salute your courage as an investor. I know how difficult it is for people like yourselves who want Africa to be great, and you come in with your products, with your business, but I will continue to plead with you that don't give up. Keep doing what you know how to do.
That's right, sir.
I know what you've tried to do for your country and for the continent of Africa, and God
That's right,
God
sir.
will definitely empower you.
Amen, sir. Amen, sir.
Thank you so much for joining me. I think at this stage I will allow everyone to go and sleep. I'm very impressed. At this time we have 85 now. Yes.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. So we'll speak again very soon. Henry the
Have
Great.
A good night, sir.
Good night. Good night. Henry the Great.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And so
bye-bye.
Thank you. So I wish you well, all my friends. Yes, I can see so many people are still here. Let's see. You wish I can come back with my presidential ambition. It's not as simple as that. I don't want to talk when there is no chance in hell of making it, you can't win for now, if you don't belong to either of the top two political parties. I've explained it over and over again, and I will explain it next time. At this time, I'm getting tired, so I need to go and stretch my back. Yes. It's the love that we all have for our country that has kept us here at this time of the night. Bamofe, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. See, those Bob D, during this corona pandemic season, we got to know you more. I thank God I took advantage of it, and that's the thing. You must take advantage of that. Thanks for loving people unconditionally. That's what my Bible tells me, that I must love unconditionally. I cannot, they just listen to hearsay upon hearsay upon hearsay. I don't operate like that. Even if somebody killed my mom and my Bible says forgive, I'll forgive. What can you do? I met a young, Ire Omo, Ire Alafia. How are you? Ire Tunde Wulobi, Aya Oremi, Femi Akintunde Johnson, I was in Kigali, and I was staying at an hotel. So I decided to take a car from the hotel, and so as we were going, this young driver, so he could see the way I was dressed, that I must be a Nigerian. He said, "You are a chief." I said, "Yes, I'm a chief." So I started asking him questions. Then he told me that he came from a family of 11 people, and someone killed 10 members of his, the only survivor. Can you believe that? A country of 11 people, and someone killed during the massacre, the genocide. They killed 10 out of 11 people. Please, how would you react to that? I looked at this guy. I was in tears. And so I said, did you see the person who killed his family? He said, of course. That he even knows the people. I said, you know them? He said, yes. I said, so what then happened? He said, the police people came. By the time they came, they had killed all 10. He was the only one. And it was a miracle that they did, that they thought he was dead. That's why they left him. They didn't know he had not died. He said they asked him if he knew those. He said his father's best friend, just because they were from different parts, that his father's best friend killed his dad. I said, so what did you do? He said he refused to give him up. He said because he's a hardcore Christian. I said, you mean, what are you saying? That you saw your father's killer and you did not hand him over to the police? He said, no, he didn't. That day, I knew that my Christian faith was not yet strong enough. Trust me, in Nigeria, if Nelson Mandela was a Nigerian, he would have killed all his enemies when he came out of prison. Some of the trouble we have in Nigeria today is out of vindictiveness. Sorry. Can you believe that? Somebody killed 10 members of your family and you refuse to hand him over. I'm telling you a real life story. This one is not them say. Okay? I met another driver who took me on another occasion. I like to visit that museum just for me to get some senses into my brains. I went there with another driver, a young guy. This young guy, when we got there, and I'm the kind of person that when I go around with a driver, if I go to a restaurant, I will invite the driver to come and eat with me. I can't eat alone. It's something I think I picked from Chief Abiola. I just can't. I don't like to eat alone. I feel bored if I have to eat alone. And you will not believe it. We got there, and the driver dropped me. I said, let's go now. So we walk. Only I can't enter the place. Why can't you enter? Only my mom and dad are there. I said, you don't want to see your mom and dad? Me, I didn't understand. I was slow at that moment. The guy said they are buried there. The father and mother were beheaded, killed during the genocide, and they were buried in that place. And because of that, he felt the horror of going in there. And yet, they forgave themselves. Every soul watching me tonight must visit the Kigali Genocide Museum. You must, if you go there and your life does not change, your life will never change. So many people died, millions of people died, and yet the country reconciled. If you go there today, you cannot say somebody is a Tutsi or a Hutu. It is not possible. You are from Rwanda, you are from Rwanda. I'm a Rwandi, I'm a Rwandi. That's all. If you say, oh, what tribe are you? They will tell you there is no tribe. Can you believe that? So for me, I will continue to preach. So when people say you don't abuse this, why? Someone just wrote, they reported the man to God. Leave your enemy to God. I can say it better in Yoruba. I don't know how to say it. Fìjà fọ́lọ́run jà kò fọwọ́ lẹ́rán. Hand over your battle to God and keep your arms akimbo. That's what the Bible taught us. Half of the problems we develop in Nigeria today, it is out of I no go gree, I no go gree, emi ogba iwo ogba ono fakitiyan, like Ebenezer Obey said. People just go to church. I don't know what they learn there. They put you in a post, you steal it, and you will still go to church and you will sit on the front row, and you are not afraid that God will strike you dead. You go to mosque and you said somebody offended you 50 years ago. You are still grumbling like Jeremiah. You cannot be my friend, though, if that's how you live your life. Leave vengeance to God. Hey, Mandela was a great man. What made him great? Are you ready to be a Mandela? Are you ready to be a Mandela? Don't just shout, Mandela, Mandela. God help us. God will help us. My words of wisdom are not original to me. They are things I read in the Bible. Why waste your time reading the Bible? I see people in the middle of the night, 5 a.m., they are all listening to radio. You know, these days, everybody wakes up early to listen to one pastor or the other. And as soon as you finish, yes, thank you, Dope Manuel. Sit back and watch God fight for every time people try. It has never failed. Once I try, and I'm not making any headway, I hand it over. I say, God, whatever